Good morning, first grade. Today, we are going to talk about the 9th letter of the alphabet. The 9th letter comes after H in our song. And in the poem, you'll remember there's a line about imitating iguanas. That's right. This is the letter. It makes the sound I and I and sometimes E, even though people also heard E when the 4th light beam came down. Sometimes the people got confused, and they had much to disagree about when they were trying to spell things. Now, I is also the name of the letter that people made to represent the sound of the light beam. We're going to draw in a minute, but first let's find our feet on the earth and our silk slippers. And on your head is a crown made of irises. Irises are purple and yellow flowers. They grow in my mother's garden in Indiana. And on your finger is a ring of imperial topaz. Sitting up straight, feet on the earth, hands ready. I'm going to show you my paper now. All right. Make sure you have your block crayons and your stick crayons. Now, normally we start with the earth when we draw. And today we are going to start with the earth, but it's going to be a little different than I usually do. Because in our drawing, we want an island. This island is going to be about in the middle of your page. Take your brown crayon for the earth, and I'm using Mama Bear's side to bring that island up out of the sea. We'll add the sea in a moment. This island is rising up. It's a nice thick island. You can put your brown down when you've got your nice island there. Oops. And switch to green. I'm going to add some green grass to this island. This nice grassy turf. Sometimes I wish I lived on an island. How about you? Sometimes it might feel like you live in an island, but not out of the sea. An island of your house. It would be much more fun to have a sea. Now, take your blue block crayon. We're going to make some sea around the island. You can make those waves as stormy or as calm as you would like. There we are. Nice. Now, on this island, there is a house. So take your block brown crayon again And I'm going to make a wall. And I'm going to make another wall. And I'm going to give this house a roof. And I think this house has a door and windows. So I'm going to switch to my stick brown crayon, and I'm going to make my 2 windows. And I'm going to make my door. Then I'll go back. Finish my house. I'm going to leave my door open. And I'm going to fill it with some yellow light. For I think someone is looking out at the night. I'm going to also make my windows nice and warm. When the 4th light beam came down and brought the lovely green shadows, the people went inside and felt safe and protected. I think I'm also going to give my house a little chimney. For I'm sure they have a little fire going to keep them safe and warm. Now I have my island, my sea. Beyond the island, there are some mountains. So you can add some mountains with your yellow crayon, Papa Bear side. Don't put the mountains on top of your house. They'll go around your house. And you can bring those mountains right down to the edge of the sea. And if you want to make them hills or just earth, that's okay too. You can make them as steep or as gentle as you want. Very nice. Now I'm going to bring in some blue. I think with the tops of my mountains, I'm going to try something, and I don't know if it will work. You don't have to try this. I'm going to leave the tops of my mountains a little rounded and come back later with the sky and do something. This takes a little bit of planning, and I don't know if I can get it right. On top of some mountains, there is a thing called ice, sometimes even glaciers. I thought it might be nice to have some ice on our mountains. But ice is usually the color of snow, and that color is white, which is the same as our paper. We tried this once before, do you remember, when we were doing a drawing of your seasons? Some of us tried to leave snow on mountains. We'll see if we can do that with our sky. And if you don't want to, that's okay too. So we have our island, our sea, our mountains. Do you remember what time of day it was when the 5th light being came down? Do you remember what the 5th light being brought? That's right, it was dark. The you brought in the cool purple of the universe. And the brought in the green protection for the people. And The I, brought in a night light so the people could look out their windows and see the night light of the moon and the stars and remember that we would have day again and they would not be afraid. It is night and we are going to bring in our night sky soon. But first, let's add some stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Very nice. We'll have the moon over here. And let's try that thing we do with the moon, where we find the moon in our paper, just like we're going to find the snow on the mountains. All right. Let's take our purple block crayon, dark purple if you have it, and bring in this night sky. Let's leave some space around our stars so they can glow. Just like we're going to find some snow on the mountains. See if we can find our moon. So it's a very gentle, careful drawing. And I can get a little closer to my stars, but I don't want to overwhelm them. And the hardest part for me will be to try to get, maybe I will use this side, Mama Bear side, but flat like this. But try not to make lines. There we go. Nice. I can bring a little closer to my chimney and up my roof. I might want to fix my roof so it matches up a little better. I don't want to mess with my mountains too much. For the hint of the glaciers is nice, without too much. And now I'm going to fix my moon a little. If you want to make your moon really glow yellow, you may. I think I'm going to leave mine white. I'm going to gently fix this roof. I could bring in a little more green at the bottom of my mountains with my Papa Bear side block crayon, but I don't want to go too high up, for we want those mountains to have their snow. And because it's night, I might even add some blue shadow, more blue than I usually would in my mountains. You don't have to. Maybe a little purple in those mountains to make that green a little darker. Although that moon is bright, so not everything will be in shadow. Very nice. Now we have our night, our light, our island, or some people call an island an isle. You could add anything else. It's an I or an I word that you can think of. Like an iguana, or there is a kind of sheep called, you might not know this word, it starts with an I. It's an ibex. Maybe we'll write that word down so you remember. Perhaps the people in the house are eating ice cream. On a hot day, I like to eat ice cream. And sometimes in the afternoons, I put ice cream in my coffee. What other I or I words can you think of? We could put ivy on our house growing up from the earth. Or irises around the door. Thanks for drawing with me. I'll see you next time.